أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا وإمامنا وقائدنا وقدوتنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. It is sort of natural that when you begin something with so much energy, especially when that something is new, or at least it's out of your 11th month routine, you will lose some of that energy that you started in the beginning, or that you had in the beginning. You will begin to feel tired and fatigued. Especially, like most of us, we did not train for the month of Ramadan. And so, as usual, we will lose some of that determination, some of that burst of energy that we had in the beginning of Ramadan. So it's natural. You should not defeat yourself by thinking, yeah, you know what, I'm becoming too lazy, or I've got too much shortcomings, or too much weaknesses, or too much defects. Don't think negative. Think positive. Alhamdulillah, I started with a burst of energy. Yes, I've lost that burst of energy. Now I just need to be persistent and consistent and determined and see it through. And try to get back that energy and burst of energy again. One of the practical tips by which you can keep that energy alive until the end, and it's the best practical tip, is doing the khatam of the Quran. Doing the khatam of the Quran. Having that mindset, I want to do khatam of the Quran in this month of Ramadan. I want to complete it. Once you have the objective in mind, and you're reciting it every day, even if you feel a bit lazy, even if you feel you're losing some energy, but because the objective is khatam of the Quran, because the objective is in your heart, in your mind, you're going to get and make yourself get up. And make sure you read that 5 pages or 10 pages of the Quran. You're going to make sure. So even if you're slacking, if you're lagging behind a bit, because the objective is ingrained within your heart and it's in front of your eyes, you're going to get up, you're going to make sure that you recite, and make sure that whatever portion you recite, it fulfills the ultimate objective that the khatam is done at the end of Ramadan. Now it's not too late to start the khatam. Some of you, most of you, inshallah, I'm hoping that you've started the khatam. If you have not, it's not too late. You still got, inshallah, 20 roughly days to go. You still can start the khatam. And when it comes to our Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you start something within time, and even if the time goes over, you still get the reward of fulfilling it during the time. I'll give you an example. If you start, for example, Maghrib Salah, a minute before Isha Salah comes in, the first rak'ah, you say Allahu Akbar, and you've done the first rak'ah, you go to ruku', you've done the first rak'ah, and the Isha Salah time comes in. Because you prayed one rak'ah of Maghrib, you fulfilled, as if you fulfilled all the 3 rak'at within the time. You get the reward of fulfilling Maghrib Salah within its time, even though the second 2 rak'ah is within the time of Isha. This is the fadl and grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So even if you start your khatam now, in the last 20 days, and you don't complete it for whatever reason, you'll get the reward of fulfilling the khatam and completing the khatam in Ramadan, even if you've completed, say for example, 10 days after Ramadan finishes. So I urge you all to start the khatam now. What that khatam will do to you is what I said before, is the energy will remain. You might not have burst of energy like you did in the beginning of Ramadan, but the energy will remain, and you'll be able to channel the energy, especially the last 10 nights and last 10 days. You'll be able to energize yourself and again get that burst back in the last 10 nights and last 10 days. And you can catch up on the days you were slacking and you were lazy and you were stagnant. You can make them up in the last 15 or last 10 nights, 10 days. So again, if you have not started your khatam, start your khatam. And if you're feeling lazy, if you're feeling stagnant, one of other practical advice I usually give is, if your portion of recitation was 5 pages daily, increase it to 6 pages or 7 pages. Increase it just by 1 page. If you increase it just by 1 page, you will see that the laziness, the tiredness, the fatigue will go away. Why? Because the devil, it has one of its deception. One of the deception is that once you have your energy and you're bursting in energy, which is, it knows you're going to slow down in a bit, what it does is it starts making you eat more, sleep more, drink more. Because if you're giving that time now, instead of worship, you're giving that time to sleep, eating and drinking. And that makes you more lazy. So how do you get rid of that laziness and that stagnation? Just recite 1 more extra page. When you recite 1 more extra page, it will tell you, okay, you know what? I'll leave you alone. Because when it pulls you back, you're pulling ahead. And then it leaves you alone. That's how you defeat the devil. Once it starts to pull you back, you start pulling ahead. So second tip is, first tip is starting the khatam. Second tip is recite 1 more page extra. And you will see, inshallah, you'll get the same or similar at least energy or a steady energy back like you had in the beginning of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.